Hello and welcome to the incredibly influential and highly successful podcast. My name is Kael. I am incredibly influential.
My name is Danny, and I am highly successful.
Say it your own way. You don't gotta copy me every time, bro. You don't gotta copy me every time, bro. Be
What are you,
original.
what are you talking about?
Be original, bro. Get your own shit, man. Be yourself, bro.
What's
Stop
up,
trying to be me.
guys? My
Quit
name
riding my
is
dick,
Danny
bro.
Eden, and guess what? That's right. I'm highly successful.
Okay, now get something good.
Fireworks.
Now get something good.
I wish I had a soundboard right now. I'd be like, you know what I mean? I don't got one of those though, unfortunately.
Yeah, I know, because you're poor. Have you ever noticed that we still don't have our shit from I'm mad. I'm mad. So Danny, um let's talk about something near and dear to my heart. Literally, because it's shirts. Cuz and they go on your chest. Um
Sure.
we still don't have our fucking shit from Uber Prince, bro. Like we still don't have that shit. Do you know what's going on with that?
So, what I'm assuming it is that it's custom made, and they have a backlog of other orders.
I'm sure they do.
So they can't guarantee super fast times.
It's not that hard to make a fucking shirt. We put the orders in on the 23rd of January. They said it was in production on the 24th of January. It is now the 29th of March, and it still says it's in production. Did they
It's
have
a
to
small
fucking
indie company. You know what I mean? Small business owner.
did they have to literally grow the sheep to fucking get the wool and like grow the fucking cotton themselves?
I thought you wanted quality, Kale.
Here's the fucking quality I want. I want the fucking shirt on my back right now. How is that for fucking quality?
Well,
How,
you're asking for a lot. That's all I gotta say.
is it? Is it a lot? I didn't realize. I thought it was
Hmm.
perfectly fucking reasonable.
Well, you are not right.
Would I be left then?
Mm-hmm.
How dare you? How
You're one of
fucking dare
those.
you? How
You're one of
fucking
those.
dare you? How fucking dare you?
Yeah,
Fucking
yeah. Be upset.
I am. I am fucking upset. You got a fucking problem?
That's what I've been saying. Obviously, you're not listening.
You got a fucking problem? Are we gonna
Mm-hmm.
fucking fight?
We might just.
All right, fucking throw hands. Let's go. We're gonna fucking fight. I'm mad, dude. I'm mad. I had a really fucking annoying um I had a really fucking annoying day yesterday. Man, I was pissed. I was fucking pissed, dude. So, yesterday I had an exam. It was, I did it. It got it done. Got it in like 15 minutes, dude. It was kind of fucking yacht, you know what I mean? Like I kind of fucking nailed that shit actually. It's kind of fucking amazing actually. And I nailed it really, to be honest. But after that, I come home, right? And I decided to do something super awesome. And hey, dog, you've been cooped up today. Actually, no, I gave him a walk. I gave him a walk beforehand. Or maybe I didn't. No. I didn't. I didn't. So, homie, dog is at home all day while I'm at school, and I come home. It's Friday. It's the end of the fucking week, right? I'm I'm there. I pack him up, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do something super awesome. I'm gonna take you to the dog park. I'm taking him to the fucking dog park, right? Because I'm a nice guy, right? I'm a nice fucking guy. You know what I mean? I'm a nice guy. So I take him to the dog park, and Immediately, some fucking fat fucking broad brings her stupid fucking pit bull who can't handle other dogs and who starts fucking running around humping my dog, and she won't get up off her fat fucking ass from her stupid fucking picnic table that she's sitting at on her goddamn phone, not doing anything, keeping her dog fucking off of mine. And so even when my dog's trying to take a fucking shit, this dog's fucking humping him, and so he gets my own dog shit fucking all over my dog, dude. Fucking all over my dog. I'm so fucking sick and tired of fucking retard dog owners. Like, I swear to God, some of these fucking people just don't deserve to exist, man. Some of these people just do not fucking deserve to breathe the same fucking oxygen that I do. We, the fact that some people are equal to me, like, rights wise, and like, they have, they're treated with like equal, like, human decency, right? Like, that's a failure of society. Because some people are just worse than me and should be treated as such. Because they're fucking pathetic. And I hate people like that, and they don't deserve to exist. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
You know, oh, that was bad. What I get what you're saying. I do. I I was just having a conversation the other day about this with some people. How I don't really understand how people get animals, dogs specifically, because dogs require a lot of like attention, and
Yeah.
then just like half-ass it. You know what I mean? For lack of a better way to say it, right?
Yeah.
Because we were talking about like people in college, but just people in general, right? I don't think understand that having a dog is kind of a big undertaking, right?
Yes.
People kind of don't don't give it the amount of attention that definitely deserves, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I
But
know. Yeah. Fucking. I think it's because they're poor. You know what I mean, Danny?
that you know what? That makes sense. That checks out.
I think it's because they're poor. Like, I. Have you ever heard of prosperity doctrine? Or prosperity gospel? Have you ever heard of that?
I can't say that I have.
So the way it works is, so prosperity gospel is where uh, you, it's like a Christian thing, but technically it kind of works for fucking anyone. Is uh, basically, you know those like big giant mega churches.
Yes.
So basically, they believe that, hey, um, you know, God loves me, and he will, like, because God loves me, I am rich. Like, he will make me rich because he loves me. And so rich people are those who are favored by God, right?
Yeah, I've heard of things like that before.
Now, I'm an atheist, but I still believe in prosperity gospel. I think rich people are better than poor people. That's what I think. You know what I mean?
I don't know if I can agree with that 100%. Why
If
is it that you think that? If you don't mind, like I
if
guess.
you earned your wealth, like if you like earned your wealth by having like good ideas and like executing them well, you're better than poor people. I think you should be able to like kick a poor person every year
It's
if you're
crazy because
rich.
like I feel like every single time you talk, like I'm like, okay, maybe he has a good point, and then you say something that just kind of like instantly like counteracts the previous thing you said, right?
I think that
Right?
people
Because you were like, oh man, like I think people that made their own wealth and all that are good people, and then you instantly have to say, oh, but they should also be able to kick poor people. You see how like
not poor people, just one poor person
no,
per year.
you don't understand though how like it kind of you were doing so well. Is what I'm trying to say.
No, I think I'm still doing well.
I don't know about that.
And yeah, no, and like if you worked hard, if you came up with something, not like Elon Musk who fails upwards. If you're someone who like has an idea and like executes it well, right? You deserve more than people who don't, right? That's why I'll never be able to get behind communism or like social, especially not socialism. The idea that like workers, like low level workers, should be able to have a say in the company is like uh believing that non-educated people should have a say in the government, right? Like that's what got us in this mess. The funniest shit is like when you talk about like socialists and they're like, oh, the fucking uh uh the Donald Trump is destroying the education system in this country, but also workers should have control over their companies. It's completely incompatible. It's completely incompatible. People who aren't educated and who aren't intelligent should not have a say in government or society. And honestly, we should just fucking put them to the yoke and make them work because they're not going to have any good ideas.
You
So
know,
the only value they can create is with their menial labor. So we squeeze every last drop of productivity out of them and then toss them aside when we're done with them. You know what I mean?
I agree with parts of what you're saying. It's just I do believe that there is a problem where certain people aren't given, I think, the same opportunities as others because of circumstances outside of their control. And for those people, I feel bad about their situation. I'm like, okay, we should make it kind of an even playing field or a more even playing field for those people, right? But I think what you're talking about more, is people that I think like are asking more than maybe what they deserve, right? Which is a
I
different
think
is a
them
different thing, right?
I think uh stupid people wanting equal rights is them asking for more than what they deserve. I think the fact that we let them breathe our oxygen and like drive around on our roads is probably too much. Like I no, no. There should be I think Star Wars has the right idea, right? So when they build these like giant fucking planets that are literally just cities, they have like the top of the city where you can actually see the sun is for rich people, and the slums, the dirty stinky underworld where you cannot even see the sun, those are for poor people. And I think that's a good idea, and I think we should strive for that. Because if I even have to like see a poor person, my day is ruined. You know what I mean?
What I think is, I kind of like your idea a little bit, but I think to make it better, right, is that we should start everyone at like the same kind of like playing fields, kind of get rid of you know, I guess unbalanced starts, you know what I mean? People starting closer to the top, if that makes sense, right?
I'm then well, technically, even if we did, successful people. So I'm gonna hit you with some stats that Maxwell used to not like. However, Maxwell's not here right now, so he can suck a fat fucking cock. Um, but here's some stats for you. 80% of your adult high Q, or sorry, IQ. So I saw the name of the show and I saw highly successful, so I tried to say
IQ.
that. Yeah, your highly successful IQ,
Mm-hmm.
your incredibly influential quotient. Um, but yeah, 80% of your adult IQ is explained by um heredity, explained by genetics. So of the variables that control your adult IQ, 80% of them will be genetic. And only like 20% of the variation can be explained by non genetic factors. So basically, If you have rich, successful people who are intelligent, they're going to have rich, successful, intelligent offspring no matter what. Elon Musk is just the exception because he's a fat fucking retard who should probably kill himself. Can we get behind that? Danny, do you support that?
I do agree that there are people that have risen to a higher station that maybe
That's
don't
not what I'm
deserve it
asking.
just
That's not what I'm asking.
because of either luck or because they had like a fortunate
I was asking something
upbringing,
else,
right?
Danny.
Uh so I see what you mean whenever you're like talking about
Danny, I
things
was
like
asking
that.
something else. Can you answer the question that I did ask?
I was answering.
No. Should Elon Musk kill himself? Yes or no?
Well, I was answering your question.
We'll get to the part where you say yes or no.
I was talking.
So is that a yes or is that a no? I'm confused.
Okay, so what was I saying? I lost my spot.
I think you were saying that yes, Elon Musk should kill himself.
Oh yeah, my second thing I was gonna say, but I think there is also the situation kind of going back to what you were saying before, where you say that like it's a hereditary, right? IQ.
It is.
I do believe that people that are in I guess more unfortunate situations could do a lot more if they were given the same opportunities as others, but we'll never really know because they don't ever get that opportunity, or most of the time they don't, right? Historically speaking, some people have, with what little they're given, risen to higher station without much help, right? But imagine if everybody had, like, I guess, like again, like a more even playing field, how much more that would happen. You know what I mean?
I mean, if it were up to me, I would get rid of the nuclear family altogether and make everything a true meritocracy. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if rich people get a leg up because they already have a leg up because the majority of them, if their, ancestors or whoever made them rich and successful in the first place was like intelligent, then so too will they be, right? Like they're going to be around the same level of intelligence as like both of their parents, and that's just how it's going to be. That's just how it is. That's just how the cookie crumbles. Like that's just gonna happen, and it's gonna happen because, again, um like I said, 80% of all um differences in IQ are explained by genetics. So you're kind of shit out of luck. It like you're gonna be what genetics says you're gonna be, and you can be, and there's like 20% of variability, and that's it, and you're fucked. And Maxwell didn't like that. Maxwell didn't like that because I said that because there are different Y chromosome haplogroups, which are like the genetic basis for ethnicities. I said that he was too devoted to being a social justice warrior, that if they found that certain Y chromosome haplogroups were predisposed to intelligence more than others, that he wouldn't be able to accept that. And I said that his devotion to social justice was more than his devotion to reality. And I think that that's true. So Maxwell, I don't know. I don't talk to Maxwell anymore because he's let fucking wokeness destroy his brain. And I mean, it's very funny. It's very funny because he spent all of 24 talking about Joe Biden is doing a genocide in the Palestine. Fuck Joe Biden. Blah 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 blah. And then he got Trump elected. So that's great for him. He helped get literally one of his fellow protesters is getting deported because of all the bullshit that Maxwell was saying, among other people. I'm not going to say that Maxwell Foster is the most fucking influential voice in the whole fucking United States, and that whenever he talks, people shut up and listen, because that's just certainly not true. But he and other people did definitely help get good old that one guy. He's getting deported. There was this one chick who got picked up off the street by masked ICE officers. Um, she's probably getting deported. Yeah. So good job, Maxwell. Good job, social justice fucking progressives. I'm so proud of you. Fucking idiots. Have you? Let's talk about fucking Signalgate. Danny, do you know about Signalgate? Do I have to explain it to you, or do I just have to explain it to the audience?
Like I know what it is, but like for the audience, we probably should just be giving a good explanation for them.
And I should go into a lot of details.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just so like if somebody didn't know, they'd be able to like provide a good conversation about it after they heard what you had to
Okay,
say.
but if I hear you say, "Oh, that's what that is," I am going to hit you with a shoe.
Uh-huh. Yeah, of course, of course. I would
I'm
never.
going to arc that shit literally all the way across the country and hit you in the back of the head with one of my fucking flip flops.
You know what?
Okay?
I might just say it because I kind of am curious to see
Heat
that.
fucking heat seeking chancla, if you know what I mean.
Oof.
Um, but
Goodness.
so Signalgate recently,
Oh,
uh,
that's what that means.
over the last, I hate you, over the last few weeks, we've been hearing about a something going on in the Trump defense sort of sector of the White House, right? So we had the vice president, we had the fucking Secretary of Defense. That's the name of the title. Pete Hegseth, or as I like to call him, fucking drunk, because he's an alcoholic. And if
Got
I'm
him.
calling you an alcoholic, that's how you know you're fucked. If I'm calling you an alcoholic, Jesus Christ.
I probably should put my tequila away then, shouldn't I?
Take a shot. Do it, pussy.
I actually didn't have my tequila. It's in the fridge right there, though.
So you
I
lied to me.
I do have tequila. I just lied about it being out right now. Does that make
You're
you
you're a
upset?
liar. Yeah, you're a liar.
Yeah, I
Um.
guess I am a liar.
So yeah, JD Vance, couch fucker. Um. Pete Hegseth, the alcoholic retard. Marco Rubio, the fucking Mexican retard. Oh, sorry, he's Cuban. Sorry, Cuban retard. Um. Sorry, I can't tell them apart. Um. Tulsi Gabbard, the broad retard. Fucking bitch thinks she's fucking female Doctor Strange with the single gray streak in her hair. Bitch, you are not Doctor Strange. Fucking fuck off. Shave your head and start the fuck over, you ugly broad. You dumb fucking bitch. And then Michael Waltz, um, who is apparently the biggest retard of them all because he added the editor in chief of the Atlantic. It's a pretty big magazine, one that Donald Trump does not like at all. So they added, so this retard, this absolute fucking brainlet, fucking empty skull, uh, failure of a fucking human being, added uh the editor in chief of a magazine that fucking despises their entire administration to a group where they were sharing detailed war plans about the attacks on Yemen in uh how many days ago was it? March 15th. March 15th. So they were talking about the so this was 2 weeks ago. Today was the main attack, and we've been seeing this developing sort of scandal where, oh, sorry, let me give you the full list of 19 members. There's some retard named Walker Barrett who isn't even important enough to have a photo on Wikipedia. If I was that much of a loser, I'd kill myself. So good job, Walker Barrett, you fucking loser. The Secretary of the Treasury, Scott Bessent, you should be sent home. and put under house arrest and never fucking leave your house again. You fucking ugly fucking loser. Get better glasses,
What
you
you doing?
fucking idiot.
What you doing? Oh, I'm doing the podcast right now. I wanted to grab some.
Uh, Tulsi Gabbard's a fucking idiot. The biggest fucking. And they say Donald Trump doesn't hire fucking DEI people. He's got a fucking woman of color who literally doesn't have two brain cells to rub together to start a fire in her fucking skull. You know, truly the biggest DEI hire of them all. Um,
Mm-hmm.
they had the editor guy from the Atlantic, of course. The fucking alcoholic fail child retard, um, who barely even made it in the fucking Army National Guard, and they'll take fucking anyone. Dan Katz. I don't even know why the fucking Secretary of the Treasury and like Treasury people were talking about the Houthi fucking war plans, but I guess they were. Some fucking dipshit named Joe Kent. Uh, he's working for the Director of National Intelligence. Some guy named Jacob. Some guy named Jacob. Just like on the Wikipedia article, it's quote Jacob unquote, which is fucking hilarious. Some guy, the chief of staff for National Security Council, evil fucking vampire Stephen Miller, some guy named Mike Needham. I'm sure you do need ham, you fat little piggy. John Ratcliffe, who's the director of the CIA, Cuban retard Mark Rubio, White House chief of staff Susie Wiles, who, what is she doing? What is she doing? Well, she hasn't done anything, so she's a fucking DEI hire. Great. Fucking put a woman on the chief of staff. Great job. Uh, the guy who goes to the Middle East, the National Security Advisor Mike Waltz, who's the he's the fucking retard who let in the guy. And then Alex Wong, who's the Deputy National Security Advisor, and JD Vance. Those are the 19 people in the group. Again, don't know why Treasury people are in there. Also, again, very funny that some fucking guy named Jacob is just in there. Some fucking guy was named Jacob, and he's just in there, and that's very fucking funny. And yeah, so on March 11th, they had him in there, and they were talking about shit, and uh, he was in there for multiple days, and then I think he left on the 15th because he realized that they were talking about like legit military plans, and then he was like, apparently he told them that he was in there by mistake, and they still didn't do anything about it. So that's great job. Again, fucking, we've elected a team of complete fucking retards to the Oval Office. The general population of America should not be allowed to fucking exercise political freedom. Democracy is a failed fucking experiment in this country. We have too many retarded people in this country, and they should not be allowed to exercise power. They shouldn't. They shouldn't. Voting should be a privilege, not a right. Um, it, it that's just what it is. And again, so many things were illegal about this. So first of all, they were using an app called Signal. Signal is kind of like Snapchat, but that's about it actually. It's just kind of like Snapchat, except you don't really send as many dick pics. It's like if Snapchat and WhatsApp had a baby, and it was just as insecure as both of them. Like, and I don't mean like insecure, like, oh my god, I'm so fat. I mean insecure, like the Chinese hacked it super, super fucking easily. So illegal to use Signal for these kinds of official uh, uh, business, like official like government business. You can't do it. Um, they're fucking they're talking about like official war plans in this super easy to hack fucking app while one of them was in Russia. So on like Russian Wi-Fi and Russian, sorry, excuse me, sorry, on like Russian Wi-Fi, Russian cell towers or whatever the fuck. So super easy to be hacked. There's like legit fucking CIA agents in here, and they're talking about legit fucking CIA operations. So the CIA could be getting completely fucked over because it was so easy to hack. And if they had added like the wrong person, right? Like they added a guy who's, he's a big editor for the Atlantic, right? But if they had added someone like uh I don't know, someone who was working for the Russians or the Chinese, or maybe like Hassan Piker who loves Houthi terrorists, right? If they had added someone like that, they could have given those plans to the Houthis and gotten a bunch of American servicemen killed. So this is completely fucking illegal, super fucking immoral, and on top of that, almost every single person who's like important in this situation, JD Vance, Marco Rubio, Pete Hegseth, all of them were talking shit on Hillary Clinton for having a private email server when they just did this. And they were talking about like, if it were anyone else but Hillary Clinton, they'd be in jail. Except they're not in jail yet. But I think it would be really funny if they did get investigated, but obviously they won't because uh, American politicians are all fucking cowards. American politicians are all fucking cowards. We need a fucking civil war. We need a fucking civil war, and we need a new system of government. The United States is a fucking failure. We need a real fucking legit government overhaul. And democracy has fucking failed in this country. We need we need something new. And not whatever this fucking mental retardation is, where a bunch of goddamn fucking imbecile brainlet morons who can't string together a coherent fucking sentence, and one of them who fucks a couch every fucking weekend, uh and who gets cucked constantly on fucking on the fucking internet by having to defend people who are super racist against his fucking Indian wife. Good job, JD Vance. You fucking absolute cuckold. Fucking why don't we give the fucking VP office to your goddamn pool boy? Because that's who gives the fucking orders around your house, bro. Goddamn. Sorry about that. I get a little fired up when talking about the fucking idiots in charge of this country. But anywho, let's go to the ad break because this is hurting me physically. This podcast is sponsored by Amanda Redwine, your no-nonsense talk therapist and parent coach. Serving individuals and couples in both Illinois and Florida for counseling/therapy, as well as worldwide for parent coaching. Amanda's specialty is working with teens and young adults, as well as their family systems. Amanda has extensive experience working with youth who identify on the LGBTQIA+ spectrum. She has also done couples work based on a foundation of the Gottman method. She brings a light, no-nonsense approach to treatment that is approachable and empathetic. She is unflappable and makes her clients comfortable from the very beginning. Find out more at www.amandaredwine.com. That's AMANDAREDWINE.com. Thank you again for sponsoring this episode, and back to the show. All right, we're back. I've cooled down a little bit, drank some tea, so I'm not coughing anymore. Jesus Christ, I was about to fucking die. Uh, Danny, have you been watching Daredevil yet?
No, you know what I have been watching though?
Porn?
That's not what I was gonna say. I was gonna say
But
I've been
it is
watching.
true, right?
Okay, what are you doing here? I'm trying to say something. Let me
Porn.
finish my thought. I was gonna say I've been watching How I Met Your Mother again. Good show.
Okay.
Oh, I also watched this video by Kate Thugston, but it wasn't as cool as what I
I
said.
think you should fucking die. I think you should shut the fuck up. I think you should shut the fuck up. Okay. My
I like
video might not have
whenever
Neil Patrick Harris in it.
I like whenever Kate Thugston made like real content, like playing through all of Halo with my friend who hasn't played Halo before. Now that was a series.
Well, sadly, I can't really do that again because you can't play through Halo for the first time twice. So that's kind of.
It's alright. We can You can delete those videos. You can remake it, or just bury them real deep. You know what I mean?
But my friend, whom will not be named here, would have to be really good at acting, and I don't think he can do it.
Oh man, that guy. Well, I don't know who it is, but that guy seems like he'd probably be really good at acting.
No, he's kind of an incompetent loser.
That doesn't
He
sound like him.
he kind of sucks. He's kind of like useless and terrible. Actually,
That doesn't sound like him at all.
he's kind of like a complete fucking idiot. Actually, it's kind of crazy.
No, that doesn't sound right.
He's kind of a, like
You
he's
can't be
kind of
talking
like
about the same guy.
he's kind of like a dumb fucking idiot loser. Um, who fucking just like fucking whenever we like try to record something, he's like he's literally like he takes his clothes off and he starts helicoptering his wiener, and it's really weird. And it's
That
like
sounds really endearing,
it's
actually.
it's hard to tell that he's helicoptering his wiener because it's just so small. But he makes us like get out the microscope and use it, and sure enough, he is. But it's really 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 distracting. Um, and really uncalled for, and it's really really difficult to like be productive when he makes such a hostile work environment by helicoptering his penis whenever we try to record. And yeah, it's really really frustrating.
Um,
And that one friend bailed on me halfway through when we were recording fucking pre-sequel with no ammo, so I don't know if I can count on him to come back when I need him to.
well, that friend did not bail, if I recall correctly from watching those videos. I believe what happened was you didn't want to wait for him, and you went on without him.
Well, maybe he should have hurried the fuck up. We had a job to do.
Well, maybe, if he would have slowed down a little bit, he would have been able to make it.
What do you mean slow down a little? That fucking
You know what? I
series
don't want
took
to speak for your
years.
friend on the podcast here. This is not what this is about. All
Should I
right?
have him on? Should I have him on?
Maybe.
I feel like it would be a really boring episode. It'd be a really boring episode because he's like kind of gay and not funny.
You know,
And he smells really
I
weird, right?
I
And
heard
you'd
that it
think that
does
wouldn't be an
like
issue.
I
You
heard
think
that
that
it is
wouldn't be an
a
issue when we're
really
recording
good
online,
bit-off impression.
but you
Like,
can literally hear him through the computer. It's kind of crazy. Sorry, smell him through the computer. It's kind of crazy. Like he just smells so fucking terrible, like rotting garbage and like foul meat and like rotting eggs and like spoiled milk. That's what he smells like. It's really gross. It's like he like bathes in filth every night. It's kind of crazy. Are you
um,
gonna Are you gonna continue?
you know, you should do more of that content with that friend. I think he's like probably, if I had to guess, would is what blew your channel up. If you can count it as being blown up, I suppose.
I mean I mean, assuming that he is the one who blew it up is kind of, you're kind of putting the cock before the balls here. You know what I
Well,
mean?
I just saw a clip of him, win a award show about a franchise that he's never watched before, and that seems like the type of content that really, I
Award
think
show.
put you on the map. Well, no, game show. Did it say award show? That was my bad.
You said award. Yeah, you said award show. See,
He
this
should have
is
won an award for it though. That's the crime.
he did win. He won. He won the game show. What do you want
Well,
from
he
me?
didn't win an award. He just won the game show. Like, what was his award though? Bragging rights.
His award is that he's allowed to live. How about that? Because you don't see either of the other two people on that game show anymore, do you? Hmm. Where'd they go? Where'd they go? I wonder. Don't ask
I
questions.
I also wonder all of a sudden. Crazy enough.
Did you know that there's a Dominican Republic and an island called Dominica in the Caribbean, but they're two different things? Do you know that? It's kind of crazy.
Did you know that um Rayloff from the hit game Skyrim?
You can't do a Rayloff impression. Stop trying. Stop trying. You can't do one.
Okay, wait. Close your eyes. Uh, well, actually, you know what? You don't need to close your eyes. You can't see me. But what's it called? Like, I'm gonna do my impression, and tell me if you can even tell it's me. All right? Hey, you're finally awake. You were trying to cross the border, right?
Oh my god, is that you, Rayloff? Holy shit, I'm such a big fan.
He's not actually here. It was an impression, but
Oh my god, dude, that's crazy.
I know,
Dude, that's
right?
crazy. That's like the best impression I ever heard.
I know. It's just, you know what? It's like Ryan Gosling and Rayloff just having a podcast together. It's like, you know what I mean?
I think
What a duo! What you never expected to get those two on a podcast.
Ryan Gosling, eh? Never heard of her. She doesn't sound like a true, free son or daughter of Skyrim. Hey man, I'm Ryan Gosling. I was in Drive. Drive? I actually saw that movie. It was pretty good. You know what? You're
Why are
alright,
you
Ryan
becoming
Gosling.
Dracula?
Hmm?
Why are you becoming like Dracula?
That's how they talk. They are idiots in the Stormcloak Rebellion. They talk like fucking idiots. Yeah, no, I hate the Stormcucks, dude. Let me tell you, playing through that fucking game as
Don't you think it'd be really stupid if somebody played the entire game as like Gunyer or something like that?
that would be kind of dumb. That would
Yeah,
be kind
because
of
like
dumb.
like what would that even mean? Like you would just die right away? Because that's what he does.
But it would probably make for a really good video.
I don't know.
Like a pretty solid 30 minutes of content with running gags and you know fun editing choices and neat callbacks,
I'd
you
have to
know?
see it in order to really tell, but like I don't know. I don't know if there's an idea there.
You know, I think anything can be made well, right? Maybe even if you beat Pokemon Platinum as Tripitaka from Journey to the West, you know, maybe that would be pretty good too.
But I've not watched that show yet.
It's not a show, it's a fucking book. I guess it is. I guess they probably made shows about it, but it's a fucking book.
I've not read that poem yet.
It's not a poem, it's prose.
I've not read the cons of that yet.
I hate you. I hope you die. I hope that death comes for you soon and that it is painful and so much suffering and agony. You are such a fucking piece of shit. You know that, right? You are such a fucking piece of shit. You know what I mean? You're a fucking douchebag. You know what I mean? I hate you. I hate you. You suck. You asshole. You genuine fucking dick sucker. You know what I mean? Chat.
Let me do some research real quick.
What are you researching?
Um,
Are you researching how to get some bitches? Because you really need that, bro. You really need that. You really fucking need that, bro. Ah, fuck.
wait, let me do some of my research real quick.
Chat. Is he researching how to take a shower? Because he fucking stinks. He needs it, bro.
You should you should um you should beat Fallout 4 as someone cool.
I already did. I beat it as myself, remember?
No, like I said somebody cool though.
I already got there with the joke. I already beat you. I won. I won.
No, I said someone cool though.
No, yeah, and I won. I won. Sorry.
Wait,
Sorry,
but,
idiot.
but what's this I see? Give me a second. I gotta find it.
Danny, you should play a game where you don't fucking suck. How about that?
Right here, I don't see a Halo Infinite co-op playthrough with your buddy. Maybe that could be something they all do. I don't know. Just an idea.
He'd have to be cool for that. I'd have to find like a really cool guy for that. I don't know.
Well, you already have a series with one guy. Why would you replace him?
He died.
Man, I really like that
He
guy.
died
I
on
guess
March
that's
30th,
describing.
2025.
You should
From
place
from a sandal being thrown across the country and hitting him in the back of the fucking head.
Wow, now you should have filmed that. That's crazy.
The United States government filmed it.
You should
NASA.
play Spider-Man 2018, but like, yeah, that'd be a good idea.
I hate you. What is this bit? What is this bit? You should play games that you have already played. Haha.
I don't watch your videos. Can you make them better? I don't know. That's why I'm just asking questions.
Better fucking bad videos than no videos at all, idiot. When was the
What
last
are you
time you put
talking?
out a fucking YouTube video?
You know what? Let me look at my channel real quick, and I will tell you the last time I put out a video.
Never.
My channel has. Hmm.
Chat, he has to read. You have to give him a minute. He's not very good at this. You gotta let him sound it out real quick. He's not very good at
How do
this.
I? Where's the videos button? I see a home. I see a playlist. I see a post. I don't see. Oh no, manage videos. There they are. I got it. Don't worry.
Yeah, chat. Like I said, he's not very good at reading. You gotta give him a minute.
All right, I got 1, 2, 3, 4 videos on my channel.
Okay.
That's right. And the last video I posted was January 2024.
Okay.
There you go. See? So it's not 0 videos, it's 4 videos. Thank you very
Okay.
much. Yeah. Now don't you feel stupid.
No.
But let me tell you,
Thank you for asking though. Thank you for asking. I
I got
appreciate that
I
you
got
asked.
I got views on these videos though. Don't you even worry. I got big views.
Uh 2 is not very big, Danny.
No, okay. Well,
3.
one of them has 2. One of them has 2, but that
3
was
is
my
not very
first
big.
video. But we got better every time. Don't worry.
4.
No,
Oh my gosh, did you get 5 views? Good job, little buddy. I'm so proud of you.
no. I actually got 6 views. All right.
Oh my god. Stop the fucking presses.
No, no,
Oh
no.
my
But
god.
that's just that's my third least amount of views. The other 2 have way bigger numbers.
8 and 9?
Well, one of them is 9, but guess what? I got one that has 10.
There's no way.
Mhm.
Chat,
Mhm.
he's the chosen one. He
That,
he will bring balance to the YouTube. He
that's
will.
what I've been saying.
Is it what you've been saying? I don't think it is. I don't think it is what you've been fucking saying. I think you've been lying to us.
How
I
many
think you've
times do
been
I call you and say, "Oh man, I should, like, do content"?
every it's like once a week at this point. Every time he fucking talks to me, at least once a fucking week, I'll be like, or he'll be like, I should really stream some more, and I'll be like, yes, you should. You know, I'm sure you could get like views or money. Because for a long time you had more followers on Twitch than I did. For a long time,
Is that
and then I ran past you and I never fucking looked back. So now you're sitting here twiddling your dick. Fucking, what are you doing? What are you doing, buddy? What are you doing, man?
I had a broadcast 2 months ago. That's pretty good, right?
No.
Mm. My other broadcast seemed to have been deleted.
Good. Good. Nobody was watching them. Get him out of here. Get him the fuck out of here.
Let me see. How are you doing? You got
8675309.
a little bit more followers than I do, but
8675309.
I
That's not
could probably sweep you with followers.
when.
Just let me lock in.
For how long? Fucking, if you spent the next fucking, if you quit college and spent all that time doing YouTube, you wouldn't have more followers than me than by the time I fucking finish my PhD, dude. You would be so
H-
far behind, bro.
How much time do you have before you get a PhD?
I haven't even started it yet, and it'll take about 5 years. So
Oh, see, I
about
got
6
you.
years.
Don't worry. I can sweep
Do
past you.
it.
No
What are you
problem.
What are you waiting for then?
Because I'm not gonna actually quit college. Like that part's not happening.
You probably should, bro. You probably should. You're washed, bro. You're
No,
washed.
not wash.
You are washed, bro.
I have
You're
so
like a
much.
fucking
I, I,
uh
I I'm like locking in on this whole college stuff. I'm gonna pop off and graduate eventually.
Eventually. Maybe sometime before you fucking retire, you'll graduate.
Well,
Maybe.
I was looking at the classes that I have left, and I still got a few, but so it's gonna take a minute. But
You've got a lot left, bro. You're washed. You're washed, Danny. Just accept it. You're washed.
also, I hear that people that graduate in the engineering field, usually take an extra year anyway, so it'll be fine.
I'm. That sounds like fucking copium. That sounds like copium from fucking engineers who couldn't handle real fucking STEM, bro. Engineers who couldn't
Okay, well
handle real fucking science.
you're not in STEM, so you don't get it, all
Yes,
right?
I am.
Well, you're
Science, technology, engineering, mathematics. Psychology is a science, Danny.
I don't know. It feels like
I'm
you're kind of tacked on to the end of that.
that I'm at the beginning. What? What are you talking?
Yeah.
It's not Mets. It's not fucking Mets. It's
Well,
STEM, dude.
well, there's two ends, is there not? Is there not two ends? You're on the one at the end.
I hate you. I hate you. You're fucking.
Plus,
I'm.
engineering has to do with science, technology, and engineering and math. It's all four.
It's not
You're,
science. It's not science. It's not
it has to
science.
do with some of the science.
It's not science.
Whereas your degree, I feel like, is just science. Well,
There's
maybe
math. There's technology.
what math are you doing?
Stats.
That's
Linear
barely
regression,
math.
dude.
That's barely math.
I'm gonna put this brick on top of another brick. Oh, the building! Yay! That's you, bro. That's you.
There's
That's
lots that go
you.
into that. All
That's
right.
you.
I
That's my
gotta
impression
I
of you,
gotta
bro.
determine like internal forces,
Here, I'm gonna
material.
give you a force that's internal here in a minute. You're gonna fucking find out, bro. You gonna fucking
See,
find out about
you
internal
don't you don't
forces.
you don't get it. All right, you don't get there's things that I gotta account for.
Uh-huh. Can you account for the fact that you get no bitches? Or is that sort of a foregone conclusion since you're an engineer?
See, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think you even know the mathematical requirements to throw a chocolate that far.
I That's physics, not engineering, you idiot.
I said math. Physics is part of physics is math.
But you don't know it. You're an engineer, not a physicist.
I need to do physics for engineering. I'm telling you, that's why we do a lot of different things for engineering.
But
Physics is a part of it.
you wouldn't fucking have the math to determine what I would have to fucking do to throw the chancla to hit you in the back of the fucking dome piece that I'm gonna do tomorrow at 12 p.m. Central.
Yeah, I could do the math for it. You know what I mean? But like, I feel like it depends. Are we accounting for like what are we accounting for? That's the real question.
Well, I'm gonna throw you off because if you
We gotta try
actually
to.
do physics, you're gonna be stumped here because you're gonna have to take wind resistance into
That's
account.
what I was thinking. Yeah, if you account for that, then I need some extra formulas and stuff. But I could.
You're not gonna be able to figure it out because you have to account for wind resistance, so it's completely foreign to you.
Well, okay, I could figure it out. I just need to look up the formulas.
Uh huh. Uh huh. All right, Plankton, looking for the fucking formula, bro. All
How
right,
dare you?
Plankton.
How dare you?
That's kind of accurate to you, though. That's kind of accurate to you. You're about the same height. He might
I
be.
am
He might have a couple inches on you with those antennae, though. He might
I
have a
am
couple
not
inches.
I am not the plankton in this dynamic, all right?
You are
That's
the
not what
plankton,
I am.
and if you could get bitches, they would bully you like Karen does. They would.
Hey, first of all, they
Are you gonna say, "Hey, jokes on you. I'm into that," because
no, I was gonna say their dynamic, like it works for them, all right? But I'm not plankton is the thing.
chat? I think he's a cuck. I think he's admitting that he's a cuck. I think that's
No,
what he's admitting. Chat, chat. I think
plankton
we're
is the only
hearing some
one
things.
in the show that has a girl, isn't he?
Uh, Mr. Krabs fucked some broad. I don't know,
Well, he never really got with Mrs. Puff, I don't think. I think that was just they
but
just went on.
Pearl's his daughter, right?
Yeah, like obviously adopted. I don't want to be the one that says there, but they're like
Whoa!
species.
Whoa, dude! What the fuck? That's fucked up, bro.
I'm sorry to say it, right? Because look, SpongeBob has two parents, right? You know, and they're both sponges. You're telling me Mr. Krabs, like had a child and it happened to be a
Yeah,
whale? Explain that to
yeah,
me.
fucking,
There's also
fucking,
no resemblance at all.
bro, fucking. You're making it a race thing, dude. I don't know if I appreciate that, man.
It's not a race. It's
You're
species
making
is
it a
totally
race
different.
thing.
It's
You're
totally
making
different.
it a race thing, bro.
Oh my, it's
Bro,
not a
and
race
now
thing.
you're claiming that they're different species from us? Wow, dude. Danny, that's fucked up.
They are. What are
That's
you talking
that's
about?
fucked up. Now you're claiming that races are different species actually? Bro, that's fucked up. That's
That's not.
crazy.
That's not what I
That's
said.
crazy, bro. That's crazy. You literally said it's not a race thing, it's a species thing.
You know
Bro,
what's
that's fucked
crazy is
up.
that
That's
there's a friend
fucked
of
up,
mine
bro.
at school that keeps making those jokes about me too. You know what I mean? You're just only giving them more ammunition at this point.
What do you mean making jokes about you? What do you mean? That's not a joke. That's what you legitimately just said and believe and tell me about all the time. You're
No,
literally like,
no,
"Hi, I'm
no.
Danny and I don't believe in the mixing of the races." You literally say that all the time, dude. It's
No,
fucked up.
you're the one that literally said that word over the ad break. You know what I mean? Nobody heard it because we weren't recording, but you literally said it. I was I was
Crab
aghast.
apple? I did
No,
say that
no,
word.
not that one. The other one.
Bad apple?
That's a good song, but that's not what you said either.
Oh yeah, the N word. Beep. Yeah, that one. I love that one. You're right.
Yeah, see, I'm glad you admitted it. You know what
You're
I
right.
mean?
I mean, but like, what's a little saying the N word between friends?
You
You know what I
also
mean?
like you also said like over the break you said you support the wage gap, you said women
That's true.
should be in the
I do
kitchen.
support that.
You
That
said
is
all those things and I was like that's wow. These are crazy things that you're saying. Are you sure you support these opinions? You're just like,
all
yeah,
right. All
I'll
right.
say it
I
again on
did
the
say these
podcast.
things, but in my defense, I was reading your LinkedIn bio.
No.
In
No.
my defense, I was just reading things off of your LinkedIn bio. So technically, it's not racist if you're quoting the N word, right? It's like if you're reading like Tom Sawyer, you're allowed to say the N word. You
Oh
know?
yeah, yeah. It's like how in White Chicks, when they are all singing the song, they were just quoting the song. So it's
Yeah. Or it's like when
yeah.
you start like full on like reciting Hitler speeches, in like really good German, I must say. You know, problematic content, but like I'm not
You
gonna
want
lie,
it
you've
to
got a
be
grasp on the language.
you want it to be accurate, like
You
historically speaking, right?
and you know what? You know what? You do a better job than most.
Because I feel like a lot of people, they hear all these like stories of like historical things like that, and they can't really appreciate it because they don't put themselves in the historical context, you know?
That's true. That's true. But
You
you
know,
don't
because
have to like bring out like the perfectly preserved Hugo Boss Nazi uniform, right? Like I think that's
well,
a little excessive.
Yeah, okay. I see what you're like. Because here's the thing, right? Like, if you were in that audience during that rally, I feel like you would get it, right? It's just that no, most people don't put themselves in the shoes of those audience members, you know?
I mean, but they do because like a bunch of people went to the Trump inauguration and like Elon was throwing that Sig Heil. He did perfect form, dude. He's almost as good as you.
I don't know. His form was a little off. I wouldn't say it's like the greatest
I
form.
don't know. The one where he was facing the audience, yeah, kind of. But when he turned around and he threw it up for fucking Trump, that was some good shit right there.
Yeah,
That was good form.
yeah, but
You taught him well. You're
you know, there
his
is
like secret
actually a
master,
topic
right?
that I've brought up a couple times to my brother. I might have brought it up to you as well. That I feel very passionate about, and that's the bringing back of blood sports. Now that's something that we
You have brought that up sometimes.
now see. Now I think that would be such a I'm not really into sports, but I feel like if there was some more if there was some real stakes at play, maybe I would care more.
I mean, if real stakes are all that you're after, just fucking go to the butcher shop, man. Get a prime rib.
That's
It's
not.
a little pricey, but you know what? You throw that bitch in the oven, you get a good rub on it. Man, that thing'll hit pretty good.
Yeah, that's why I've been playing Balatro because I like the high stakes gameplay.
Are you I mean, the stakes are very high. Like you gave an Angus cow a fucking bong full of weed.
Yeah. But blood sports. What's your thoughts? Thoughts, opinions?
Title of my sex tape.
Thoughts, opinions?
That that was my thought. Is that's the title of my sex tape? So you
Oh,
might have to come up with a different name.
um, to the death sports don't really have the same ring to it.
That's also the title of my sex tape.
To the death sports?
I've got a lot of sex tapes, Danny. I don't think you understand.
That's great. Well, like what's your porn name? Are you just Kate Thugston? You know, you want to keep the branding the same, don't you?
Yeah, always, obviously. Gotta keep it consistent. Gotta keep it
Yeah, you know,
consistent.
like it would be confusing if all of a sudden there, you know, you had a different name for porn. Like, be like, wait a
Yeah,
minute,
exactly. No, I
that
keep it consistent.
that makes sense. That makes sense. That
Yeah,
checks
I
out.
keep it. I it's always the same. Always the same. Um,
Yeah, but I think you know, we should also have politics based off of, you know, blood sports. You know, it'd be like one of those things where it's like, if you are able to, I think you mentioned this, right? You know, you're able to, I think, get an assassination off, but I feel like there needs to be rules to it. You know what I mean, right? We need to have some decorum here if
yeah,
we're
if it's
taking
cool, and you pull it off, you get
yeah,
you
but
deserve some credit.
yeah, but like, obviously, you know, if you were participating in the politics, you have to also agree that this can happen to you, right? Like, you got to accept that as a risk.
That's true. That's true. And I think any elected politician should be able to defend their position in combat, right? And if they get taken out, they are replaced.
I think we should have it to be like where you can request a formal challenge
Mm-hmm.
to a leader, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and they have to respond, right? They have
Mm-hmm.
to respond to it. I do think that, well, there needs to be some sort of like rule that makes it to where people can't like abuse it too much. You know, you don't want it to be challenged every other day, or else you won't really be able to get any work done, right?
I mean, but if you prove yourself as being like really good at defending yourself from challengers, then like people will stop challenging you unless they're really, really confident they can beat you.
Yeah, but like it, I feel like there has to be some rule, because I feel like that many challenges, like there needs to
I
be like a
don't
break period. Maybe he only accepts challenges on Sundays or something like that. You know?
No, it wouldn't be that much. You just do like one challenge a day, and if you eventually people are going to rescind their challenges or stop making them, or you'll just have killed everyone. Either way, you win.
Hmm. There's some thought to be had here. You know, what do you think about like assassination attempts under these new rules though? And I feel like we really gotta like have rules in place to really make it
Assassinations illegal. You have to do it. You have to do the formal challenge. You have to formally challenge.
I think that, like, you gotta get the assassination. You gotta get some witnesses, and then they gotta judge like their opinion on the assassination, whether it was like a 10 out of 10 assassination, whether it was like a little bit too easy. You know, you want an
No,
assassination that has a
no.
little
You've
bit of.
been you've been playing too much Assassin's Creed. You've been playing too much Assassin's Creed.
Do
You
you
think
know
that
how
Assassin's
cool it
Creed is
like?
cool.
No, do you know how it feels though? Whenever you go for like the extra objectives, you get a cool assassination. You know what I mean, right?
You know
All
what's
the
even cooler?
all the stars align, and you get that perfect assassination. Like,
You know what's
you
even
you jump from
cooler?
the chandelier.
Having a
Imagine, like,
good video game.
you're on top of the
That's even better.
chandelier. They're in the middle of like a big giant speech. You come down from the chandelier, get the assassination in front of the big audience. Now that's style points right there. You know what I
You know
mean?
what's even more style points? Having a good video game.
It's not nearly as cool as like whenever you like make them sick. You go over to like the little closet. You know, you sneaky assassin them. Now that won't give you much style points. You know, maybe it's better. You know, maybe it's a little bit more consistent. You know, but you want style points here. That's what really matters.
Have you considered playing a good video game though?
Now, whenever you challenge somebody to a duel, like, does the I think what should be like, I think what it should be, right, is that whoever is the challenged party, right, should be able to choose like the I guess the rules of the duel, right? Whether it's gonna
No,
be a fight to the death.
no,
Okay, so you think the challengers choose?
yeah.
Okay, well, I guess that would
Well, the
make it
rules
fairly
are all
confusing.
going to be the same. The rules are all going to be the same, but um, uh, like yeah, no. Like we have a standardized rules. You go to the and you have like we have a standardized location, so that way all the duels happen in the same place. You know, they're in like an arena where you can like actually like see them and really like get in and look at it. You know, maybe we do it in like a baseball diamond type thing, and people can get like seats that are like sort of like right behind the dugout. You know what I mean? Like really really close. Like you can smell their bo. You know what I mean?
You know
I
what?
think
I
I
like,
think duels should be about the size of a baseball diamond. You know what I mean? Like from in that little square, I think is the perfect size for a duel. You know what I mean?
but like, what if we wanted to bring like I don't know, like chariots and other things in? You know what I mean?
No, animal cruelty,
Really?
man.
But they're locally sourced.
That's still animal cruelty.
They're not locally sourced.
That's still animal cruelty.
Okay, fine. They're robot horses. I don't know. Like, let me
That's
have chariots.
boring.
Let me have
That's
chariots.
boring. No. Chariots are lame. Dude, fucking chariots are so fucking lame, right? Because like you could bring like 30 billion chariots, but if I have a fucking phalanx formation and you run into my fucking spears, you're dead. That's it. That's the end of the game. You're gonzo, dead, banned from life. It's easy.
I do think that for the viewing pleasure of the audience, we do gotta ban certain weapons because I think it'll be too easy if we have certain weapons.
Well, like guns are going to be dangerous for the audience, so no guns. It has
Well,
to be
also
melee
guns. I feel like
weapons.
guns wouldn't be as fun to watch either. I
Yeah,
feel like
it has to be
guns,
melee
guns
weapons.
end it too fast. Maybe like we can have like some smaller melee weapons, to be thrown, but like that might be the extent of like ranged combat. It's just thrown weapons.
Yeah, so it has to be knives.
Knives, yeah, knives would be good, or like maybe like little small axes.
Yeah, but I feel like if somebody's just really good with the axes, it's just like one throw and they're done.
Well, same thing with the knives, don't you think?
No,
You have
it's
to get a little
really hard
closer.
to like
You're right, yeah.
yeah, it's really hard to get to throw a knife into a vital location is almost impossible.
Yeah, plus I feel like the knives have a much smaller range than the axes do. So you'd have to get
No, I you could probably throw a knife further than you could throw an axe.
You think so?
Uh, I guess you can two hand on an axe, but the axe's added heft kind of slows it down a lot more.
But won't that also like keep it? You don't think that like the extra heft would like? Because I'm thinking the knife is so small that it'll like just lose momentum like from. I don't know. I
No,
guess
that's not how gravity works and air resistance.
I guess you're. Hmm.
Yeah,
It depends.
a
I'm
heavier
imagining
thing needs more lift to keep it up in the air.
I'm imagining them like throwing the axe in like more of an arc and like the knife in more of like a horizontal kind of path, right? Because
You
I feel like
don't really throw an axe in an arc. It's
you can't.
more like a javelin.
Well, javelins that could be a good idea. Javelins, I feel like.
No, that would also be over really quickly. Like Pila were pretty deadly, and like if they weren't insta gib when you get hit, it's fucking um uh
Well, we're gonna be providing shields as well. You know what I mean, right? There's gonna
well
be times
that's
there's
the
good
thing. If
options.
you get hit with a javelin in the shield, your shield is useless. They were designed um like late period javelins were designed that they had this little like pointy part that when it like stuck into a shield or armor, like it would like break off, so then you wouldn't be able to use it anymore.
Well, like that's
Yeah.
like it's a give and take. You know what I mean? You gotta kind of be a master of all these different weapons if you want to be our president.
Yeah, and they would like bend, and you couldn't like get them out. They were really 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 good. Yeah,
Hmm.
uh,
Yes. You know
it
what?
was a good design. The Roman Pila.
We have some good ideas here. I'm thinking instead of just duels though, I think we need to bring back some more like sports like that are like to the death type of things that aren't just like duels. You know what I mean,
So you
right?
want like gladiator battles too?
Like let's yeah, like fights against like lions, you know what I mean? That's always a
Lions are
fun.
endangered species. They'd be too expensive.
Okay, well like let's start a lion breeding foundation, get some open source lions.
Why does everything have to be open source with you? Also, open source is not open source is for software, Danny.
I
Open source is for fucking software.
what did I say before about the horses? I said
You said they were locally sourced.
locally sourced. That's what I meant. Yeah, locally sourced lions.
Yeah. All
You
right,
know
all
what?
right. I have a big red button for you.
Open source lions work too though. That's not that idea away.
I have a big red button for you because I want to know because in 6 months Halloween season is going to start. So I
Hmm.
need to ask you a question, Danny. I have a
Hmm.
big red button for you.
Yeah.
Um, your Halloween costume is perfectly accurate, but you don't get to choose what it is.
Ah man. Now that okay. Who do you know who gets to choose it though?
Me.
I probably wouldn't. I don't know if I would choose the button. That's a tough one. How
What
do
do
I
you think?
trust?
I would make you wear a clan robe? Because you're
I
right. I
don't
would.
know if I
I
trust you.
100% would do
That's the
that. Yeah.
problem. See, the thing is, I don't trust you. Like for that
I'm
type
the
of
most
decision.
trustworthy guy you know.
For that, maybe not though. For that, maybe not. Right. But like, if it's randomly chosen and there's not like somebody, who's a really good friend of mine that
It's like,
has
all right,
the joke they're gonna play on me.
you have a 20% chance of getting a perfectly accurate, historically accurate Hugo Boss Nazi uniform.
20% still
Just like
way
the
too
one that's
high.
in your closet.
It's way too okay. I don't think it could ever be that accurate. But
No, it's about 80% that accurate, which means it's like foolproof for like anyone who isn't like a trained historian.
I'd have to really put a spin on it if I'm walking into costume parties with that, though. How do I explain that? Is the problem.
Guys, I'm not Hitler. I'm Taika Waititi's Hitler from Jojo Rabbit. Duh.
I don't support Hitler. I just no. I can't say I like the outfit either. That's not gonna
I
fly.
don't support Hitler, but
No, no. See, like I feel like saying "but" after that, no matter what I say, it doesn't really work very well, does it? I'm trying to think. Is there any like justification as to why I would be wearing this? I could say I lost a bet, which is kind of true in a way. Um, but then they would see, then that would like alleviate all of the I guess blame onto third party friend, which would be I guess you at this point, right? Or whoever I guess as the button. Is the button a person? We gotta.
I think the button can't be defined by your primitive English language.
Yes, of course, of course. See, I would press the button. Again, if it's 100% random, it could be anything in the world, and it's like a very small percent chance that it could be potentially really bad. I think I'd still press the button. Just
20% chance.
like let's.
20%.
I think
One in
20.
five.
Okay, how about we say it not just like the uh the Nazi thing, but let's say 20% chance that it's just something really bad. Doesn't have to necessarily be.
No, it has. It's really. There are five options, right? Four that are really cool. One completely historically accurate Nazi uniform.
I could go to a museum maybe, in the Nazi section. I could be like, I could be like, oh man, that's crazy. They stole my outfit. Why? You know what I mean? a good joke. That would be a good joke. But yeah, I'll press the button. I'm hoping that I rolled a 4 out of 5. That's not a bad odds. Do you actually know what you're gonna be for Halloween? It's kind of far away at this point, though.
I'm going to be someone who didn't dress up.
That's
It's a
boring.
pretty good costume, right?
I had two ideas. My ideas were either gonna be Waldo, or I would go as a hanging Chad. Very solid.
Danny, you could never be a Chad.
No, I'd be a hanging Chad.
So you'd be a Chad who hanged himself?
Well, I don't think Chad decides to hang himself, but I would be a
Who is
hanging.
hanging him then?
That's a really a good question. I'm not gonna answer it, but that's a good question.
Is that my homework assignment? Do I have to come up with an answer before the next episode?
Or it could be Waldo. What do you think about me being Waldo?
I mean, you would be very hard to spot because you're like 2 feet tall. You'd get
But
lost in crowds very easily.
exactly. But whenever people saw me, they'd be like, "Oh my god, I found him! There he is."
That joke would get old so fast, dude.
Well, yeah, it would. It would. But like, I'd be wearing the costume, so I'd be okay with. I'd take that. I'd take that risk, I suppose.
I mean, would you? Would you take that risk? I don't think you
Yeah.
would.
Those are my two ideas. I'll let you know if I have any more. Like Halloween is kind of coming up pretty soon, so I don't got a ton of time.
Pretty soon. 6 months before Halloween season even starts.
Okay, 5 months. All right, calm down.
No, 6 months before it starts.
Oh wait, dang, you're right. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
7 months then
Yeah.
before the actual day.
Over 7 months before it starts.
Well, yeah. So like, it's coming. Like I said, it's coming up pretty soon. Time's relative.
Yeah, I guess I mean relative to like the beginning of the universe, I guess.
Exactly.
All of human history, I guess.
Isn't
Sure.
isn't that what you reference things by?
No, I do it by plank times. So actually, it's extremely far away.
Man, like your breakfast this morning must have been ages ago.
Yeah. I can't like because my time frame is like so like relative based on that, like I literally can't even like comprehend like how long ago it was.
What if we like instituted the Hunger Games as like an actual competition?
What if we instituted the Hunger Games, but it was a game for how hungry you could get,
I
and the
you know
hungriest person could win?
I think what it should be, right, is you can put your name in multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but like let's say you get like a bigger bonus whenever you do tax season.
How about this? How about this? Right? What if they made a Hunger Games in real life, but the third book wasn't a complete disappointment? How about that?
I only ever watched the first two movies. I don't know what happens in the third movie.
There's two third movies, Danny. It was from the era where they split everything in two.
Oh yeah, I didn't watch it though, so I don't know what happens.
Nothing all that interesting, to be honest.
Yeah, but I think we could have it like split up by state. That sounds fair. That sounds very That sounds.
There would be like two people from. There'd be 100 people. It's just a Warzone match at this point. Just play fucking Warzone, dude.
Okay, why don't we do Warzone, but we call it the Hunger Games and do it in real life? What are you not understanding about the premise?
Just play Warzone. That'll scratch that itch for you, buddy.
No, I want to watch.
Then watch people play Warzone.
What have I not told you so many times is that there needs to be stakes.
Everyone who doesn't win in Warzone is gay. There you go.
No, no. That'll make them more liked by the woke society.
That's true. Gavin Newsom and his fucking goddamn woke agenda.
I did not say the second part of that. I just said
Gavin Newsom and the goddamn woke agenda.
I do not support everything that Nick says to be 100%
Granted,
like
he actually said, "Fuck trans people, especially those who play sports. I hate all trans people." That's what he said.
that's
Don't
not what
Google it.
if
Don't Google it. That's what he said. That's an exact quote. But don't Google it because you trust me, right?
like who said that? I don't know who said that. But
Who said what? Who said that you trust me?
yeah, that also. Who said that
I
I trust
mean,
you?
people who are smart, obviously.
Oh well, I can't argue with that.
See, duh, got him. Got
Well, I'm
him.
Waldo, and I'm signing off for this week. See if
No,
you can
we're
find
talking.
me next week.
We're talking. You're not wearing a Waldo costume for the next fucking six
You know
months.
what? You know what? I will wear a Waldo costume next episode, and um uh well, it's an audio podcast, so you'll just have to believe me, I guess.
I don't know if anyone would do that, Danny. I don't know if anyone would believe you.
Well,
After
it
what we've
will.
learned about you in this episode and the horrible things that you've said and done,
Whoa, whoa, whoa! What have I said and or done? That's been horrible.
just rewind the episode. Just rewind the episode, everyone. You all heard it. You all heard it. You all remember.
That's all alleged. Whatever he said, alleged.
Especially the things you admitted to. It's all alleged, right?
Yes, that. Well, my voice, I think, is being emulated as we speak. This actually, I actually wasn't here this week. He actually just subbed me in for like an AI chat GPT
Yeah, but
plugin.
I've trained it on you, so everything that that it's like admitted to, it got from you. So I don't know what to tell you.
Well, why are you speaking to me as if I'm here? Like I said, I'm Chat GPT right now. This is Chat GPT. Danny slash Waldo. Uh, not dressing up as a Nazi. Signing off. See you next week. So you can
We
find me
have to
next
do the
week.
outro, dummy. Remember, you're really bad AI for an artificial intelligence. You're not very intelligent. Maybe we should just call you like artificial.
Yeah.
He's mad. He's mad, chat. He's mad, chat. Chat, he's really mad. He's like, fuck, you caught me. How am I
We
gonna
should
recover?
we should like outlaw guns. Bring back
No,
what's it
no,
called?
shut up. You're not, we're not, no. No. He said those two words and nope. Nope. We're not doing that. We're not doing that shit. Hell no. Anywho, we want to thank all you guys for listening. We want to give an extra special thanks to those of you who check out our Patreon. We don't have any new patrons yet, but if you get if you get on there, you get an extra special shout out. And if you join our $3 tier, you get to hear the first part up to the ad break early as soon as it's done being edited. So today it's Saturday afternoon, so you get to hear it on Saturday instead of waiting until Tuesday. But if you join our $5 tier, you get to hear the whole episode early, and the ad break is skipped, and 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 you get access to all of our movie commentaries. So you get to listen to Danny fall asleep during Die Hard. We watched me, Maxwell, and Scott Henson, rest in peace. We watched The Rock. It was really fun. It's a really cool episode. We watched the first two Transformers movies, and Danny just about killed himself. That was really fun. Um, so yeah, head on over there. You get a week-long free trial. So if you don't like it, hey, at least you tried it, and now you know that it's not your thing. So there you go. But anyhow, patreon.com/IIHS podcast. That's IIHS podcast, all one word. We're also IIHS podcast on all of our social media, which is Threads, Instagram, YouTube, Blue Sky. I think we were gonna try Mammoth, but it was weird. Mammoth is weird.
X, Twitter,
We're not.
Tumblr,
No.
Reddit,
No. On Reddit, we're just under me.
the iTunes app,
We are on iTunes. We are
Snapchat.
on Apple Podcasts.
Uh, what's the
People
other
are
one?
listening to us on Apple Podcasts. What do you mean?
Twitter. Did I say Twitter already?
We're not on Twitter. We're not on Twitter. Fuck Elon. But anywho, again, thank you all very much for listening. But if you go over on social media, that's where we do topic suggestions, Q&A, general updates, that sort of thing. We try and have all these episodes up on YouTube the same day. It all depends on what RSS is doing and if they decide to be silly, because sometimes they do. So, anywho, thank you all very much for listening. My name is Kael. I'm incredibly influential. Danny, I don't think they heard you very well. Give that one more go.
And my name is Danny, and I am going to be Waldo this Halloween.
Okay, but you're not highly successful. Okay, love you, bud.
Oh yeah, and